Hey, g'day everybody. I'm Mark and this is Michael. Michael, we're here today with a couple of hats, actually. You have a long history with your family retail business, working in retail, you know, into the guts of retail management. I've owned retail since February 1996, but we're both at Tower. So we're talking from a software perspective and a retail perspective. But today we're talking about the latest developments in terms of AI. Now, before we show an example of what we're talking about, there's a lot of noise about AI and the risks and the dangers and things like that. What we're doing here at Tower from an AI perspective is we're making sure that it's providing insights and analysis based on the business's data. That's correct, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
So, what's your experience of using the AI tools?
I've been doing lots of training showing people how to use it for invoice arrivals and found that it's a massive, massive time saver. I like using the web description or the description generating information because it can be really customized. I've seen some really great use out of that. Um, uh, and then, of course, there's blog post writing, which I don't generally hone a lot of people to because I don't deal with websites
Yep.
enough. But that's also really cool. So it's just time saving.
So
And then
these latest facilities that we're talking about here,
mm,
um,
it's awesome.
yeah, because point of sale software and software generally is all about generating reports, and
Mm.
then we say to people, "Here's your 30-page report. Now try and figure out what's happening in your business."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
So
with this new
you'd
tool
normally
that
have to
we've
sit,
got,
yeah, we'd normally have to sit down and explain to them how to read it, or they'd have to read an article on how to read it. And it doesn't necessarily give you this is the points we see about your report, but now you can send your report up to AI. It gets that information and tells you what's worth noting.
and in this latest version of our software, there's the ability to effectively bring up a report on the screen and what? Press a button,
Yep. And off it goes.
tell me stuff.
Yep.
So show me an example of that sort of analysis. And you're using data here from a real business, which you've anonymized.
Yep.
So it's going to come up as Tower Store or something like that.
That is right. So here is, oh, I've closed the wrong page. One second. I need the report itself.
Okay.
Okay.
While you're getting that up, I'm just going to say to people, this is in version 3.4.4.1 of our
Yep.
software.
That
Uh,
retailer version right there.
so you've got a monthly sales comparison report,
Yep.
which is a report that's comparing two trading periods. We're
Yep.
looking at a full year 2025 versus 2024.
I've done just December because the full year took a long
Oh,
time to
okay.
generate.
Right. So you've done a month.
Yep.
So what does the AI analysis tell us for this particular business?
So this is using the new provider, Anthropic.
Yep.
Claude is the name of the AI, and I think it provides the best layout out of all of them so far. Google and GPT both do a good job as well, but this is the best one from Claude.
And just
So
on that, our software is integrated with Google Gemini, ChatGPT, as well as Claude from Anthropic.
absolutely. Yep.
Okay, so let's look at this analysis.
So it works out that it's doing December one
Yep,
period versus the other period. It gives us some key executive stuff. So the total sales for December is
great
three.
results.
Yep, great
Yep,
results. We see a variance, so it's actually comparing December 25, December 24, which you can
yep.
already see in retailer, but this is just
It's
very
for
quickly
calling it out.
summarized
Yeah,
right in
yeah.
front of you. And it's like, okay, we've had a good period. It gives you an overall summary of it,
Yep.
some growth. It then gives us key metrics, so it lays it out really nice, giving you everything you could sort
So
of
I've got
want.
my top five departments.
Exactly. This is nice and clear about what
Yep.
is the best performance. So rather than me looking through the report and going, which one is actually the best out of all of them, and you'd spend a bit of time, it's just summarized in front of you. You can obviously exclude Lotto if you're a news agency and
Yep.
exclude certain departments, of course. It tells you some drivers. It then tells you some negatives. So
Yep.
these negatives are addressed as well. So tobacco was completely dropped.
Yep.
Scratch and wins went down.
Yep.
It gives you everything you need to know. Again, it mentions complete cessation of sales. Oh,
Yep.
complete cessation of sales, which is a great analysis. It's true. That's what happened,
What's
which is
this
awesome.
behavioral and purchasing pattern analysis?
Oh, this one's interesting. I haven't read through it too much, but items per transaction. So there was an increase in items per transaction. I'm just
Right.
looking at the report to see if it actually coincides. Uh,
Yep.
items per
Yep. Yep.
transaction,
Yep.
so 2 to 1.8. So it's actually perfect. So there was an increase. The basket count absolutely increased. So the average sale, um, stable discount rate,
Yep.
slightly higher discounting.
So if you scroll down, it says department sales mix shift. So it's giving me an idea of where my sales are shifting to. So that's
Mm,
good.
yep, yep,
Um, so I've got some text there on the positive trend. If we scroll down further, right. So it's giving me some things that I should look at. I mean, I know this business is not going to care about tobacco because they're getting out of it,
yeah, it's gone.
and e-pay and things like that. So that's helpful at
Yeah,
least to have
this is
a.
yeah, this is really helpful. This is a good call out by it. So a freight is a negative amount for December. Now that's
Yep.
to me, I now want to go investigate that problem. So I'm going to ask the business, or if this was my shop, I'd be going, what happened? And I'd probably
Yep.
already know that I did a refund or something like that.
Right.
Unknown department is not good. There's some items that aren't mapped. We need to fix that.
You don't
Um,
want data that you don't know about, which
no,
is
we
what
don't know,
unknown is.
but it is also rather small. It's $148 out of 380,000. I don't care
Yep.
now. So tiny. This, I think I found a bug in the software because all of the AIs that I've used have called out the variance total sales column,
Yep.
which is over here on the right hand side, is consistently zero.
Yep.
I think it's data. It's definitely a data anomaly. I don't know if we need to show that anymore or if we broke it at some point.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the AI has gone and said, "There's a problem." I've gone, "Oh,
Yep.
I
Yep.
never spotted that because I never look at that column. That column, I
No,
don't think. Can you tell me, Mark, was that column ever relevant? I don't know.
it was years ago. I'm not sure what the situation is today.
I'm going to go back a few versions and see if it produced data at some point.
Yep.
And then it tells us how some of the AIs give us this metric stuff, so how it was all calculated, so you have
Yep.
clear understanding. It's got some recommendations. It's just
Now, these
very good.
recommendations, okay, so it's saying low-hanging fruit, go for plush, build more of that, build on your apparel. That's fantastic.
Oh, the growth in the apparel is just amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I have got the year-on-year values for this as well, and this business has got significant growth, which tells me he's really investing in his business and has got a
Okay.
really good website.
So look, in a summary sense, it's going to go through and give me all of this.
Hmm.
Are you in a position where you can show me what this looks like running?
Yes, I absolutely can. So here
Okay.
is retailer.
Yep.
Um, I can't remember which AI I've got this set on, but you can go and change the AI settings through Setup AI.
Yep.
But let's go to reports. We were using the monthly sales comparison.
Yep.
So I'll specify my period again, just the same period I've been running.
Yep.
Or if you want a different month, we can run a different month as well.
That's fine. I don't
Let's
mind.
do it.
It's
One,
really
two.
just showing an example. Now, just while you're doing that, we've got this AI option with all of the reports.
Yes, there is one report that we've noticed that doesn't work, and we're addressing that.
Yep.
And 5 others that need to be checked. But we've run, we've gone through and rewritten or re-verified all of the articles that this is using. Some of them needed more clarification, some
You're
needed
talking
less.
here about our customer service knowledge base.
Yeah, so
Yep.
so it goes, and I'm going to exclude agency. I'm going to throw agency out of this because I don't want to, and we're just going to
Yep.
preview it. I've done my dates right. Yes, I have. So you just run
So,
the report just like you normally do.
yeah, so what's happening now is retailers going off and running the report for you.
Yep,
Um, and it will generate that.
yep,
So the trigger to get into any of this is do the report first and
yes,
then select the AI option.
yep, which is at the top of the screen.
Yeah.
Um, just takes a moment. So you can imagine why I stopped doing it for a year because that's just one
Yeah.
month. I was like not doing this for that many times. So there we
Okay.
go.
Here we
So
come.
this is without without some lotto stuff taken out of it. So it's got slightly different numbers.
So just hold for a second. So you're going up to the middle of the screen there
Yep.
where it says AI analysis. You click that.
The first thing it goes and does is goes and gets the knowledge base article off of our website, which has the instructions on what this report does, what it
Right.
says, how to read it, and there's export options. It then uses well, this is what the report says. What data, what can I deduce about it?
Yep.
It takes, depending on which AI model you choose, some AI models are faster than others. Some cost more to use.
Yeah.
Um, I am using. I actually can't remember which one I'm on. I think I'm on
So
Haiku.
to
I
be
think I'm on the middle one here, which does fast and cost effective. But
to be
it's
clear, the process here is the AI model goes across and gets the latest advice on this report. Then it
yes,
goes and gets the data from the report. it meshes those two together to get the insights,
Yep.
and that's what it's generating for you right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So it takes a while, just depending on what report you're doing, how much it's got to analyze.
Yep.
Um, so we're going to wait patiently, and we'll eventually see what we've just seen.
And look, it's fair to say the way we're demonstrating this, I'm in Melbourne, you're in regional New South Wales, and we're doing it across the line. So here we go.
Yep.
So here you've
So
got the analysis. Just scroll down quickly from there so we can see this is all the AI analysis. So for somebody who's new to retail and doesn't want to wade through reports, this AI analysis is pretty fantastic.
yeah, I think everyone should get to the negative performers and go verify it, see what's an issue. If they want to see confectionery performing, address the problem, um, that sort of thing.
Yep.
It has a suggestion in there, so it does suggest some changes. And I think this one is going to tell me. No, sometimes it tells me which model I'm using. I'm using a different model, I think here,
You
but it
are.
gives a
Yeah.
really good. They all have a slightly different layout to them
Yep.
as well. Yeah, so pretty easy. You could press print, and then you could just choose your printer. Let's just bring up the print dialog box. So you could choose your printer. I've been just printing a PDF for my sake, but yeah, you just print them out if you want them.
And so back to a couple of points. Our customers can choose whether they're using Claude, Gemini, or ChatGPT.
Hmm.
Um, this is available in the latest version of the software.
Yes.
And we're not charging people extra to access this.
No, we're not. You've got to be a rental customer. So if you're one of
Yep.
our legacy support customers, you've got to change email support or accounts at Tower Systems for that. And you've just got to have an account with one of the AI providers to use it. So it works with Google, it works with
Yep.
ChatGPT, it works with Claude, which is new. Um,
So
this
let's go
one's
back now and personalize this.
personalized.
Yeah. So I want
Do
you
it
to
alone.
think about your mum.
Yes.
Think about your mum who's owned retail for a long time. She was, or is probably still, pretty good at telling people what to do. Um,
What are you saying?
well, you know, would
She's in
this
charge. She's
would this
she
be
she's the boss.
helpful for her though? Would this sort of analysis be helpful for her as a retailer?
I think so, yes, because whilst you can read the report and derive it, getting some key summaries from it really point out the problems really quickly.
Yeah.
I like it.
What I like about AI analysis of reports like monthly sales comparison, other reports is I'm really saying to the AI model, tell me something I don't know. Tell me something that's not obvious to me,
Mm.
because it's in those spaces where I'm going to find some real gems to help grow the business.
Yeah, yeah. Or completely cut things or just verify that what's happening in your business is true. I
Yeah, yeah,
suppose it also depends on how hands-on you are. If you're not a very hands-on owner, getting some AI analysis is going to give you a quick summary of how the business is going. The manager might not be able to tell you everything.
yep.
And running the report, you might not derive everything.
So this latest version that came out kind of late in January 2026, even though we're saying it's just a modest size update, in fact, it's huge because you've got a couple of hundred reports now that have got this AI analysis facility, which is pretty massive.
It's actually even got some rewrites on the importing of invoices, which has actually improved its performance. I
Right.
was pulling a particular invoice which was very troublesome. It actually misaligned because of the way it was laid out on the PDF.
Yeah.
I tried the new provider with it, and it picked up and aligned the data perfectly as I needed it to. So it actually has now fixed a problem that we were having before. So a
You know,
complete rewrite.
on that, I was talking to a customer the other day, and they were saying in their case, 3.5 hours of labor a week, which they as the owner were doing themselves, generally at
Yeah,
home, and they've got family time back that they didn't have before, and they're like, this is extraordinary.
3.5 hours is amazing.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
can get that back, that is amazing.
It's
Um,
fantastic.
yeah, I love new users getting onto it and going, this really works.
Yeah.
This really saves time.
All right.
It's
Look,
got to be
thanks for
used.
showing that.
Thank you.
I know it's only a quick demo, but thank you for sharing that. And what I really like is your excitement for all of this change, which is fantastic to see.
It's pretty cool. Like I always like being able to see someone's numbers. And when I saw this customer's numbers and saw the change, I was like, wow. But I didn't pick which one was like a quick analysis didn't say which one was the best growth. And
Yeah,
it's just impressive.
yeah,
Um, it's going to tell good stories. It's going to tell bad stories, but it's got to tell a story for you to go, this is the action you need to make. And it gives you some key things to go and do.
exactly. And look, bad stories. become good because they tell you, okay, this is where you're at, and all you can do from there is take a step forward
Yep,
and
that is
improve.
that is absolutely right.
All right. Have a great rest of the day.
Thank you.